Okay.
So we definitely talked about like how resting in the Lord is literally a part of our self-care or just self-care in general.
Yeah.
So what is self-care to you? Like, how do you personalize self-care for yourself?
Self-care for me is love. Like, self-care is me loving me.
Right.
And like the older I get, that's just like that's like, it's my whole life. Like, my whole life is revolved around from the moment I wake up. I'm like saying like a small prayer. That's self-care, because I'm putting my intentions out there, where it's just like, God, I need you to take care of the day. So I'm putting that into you. Then of course I have my materialistic things. I go to my bathroom, I start washing my face, or I shower.
Yeah.
And that's just an aspect of body care, showing my body love. And it's just like, and part of like, as a woman, as I'm growing, it's just like showing my body love and caring for myself and speaking positive on my body. That's a form of self-care, because I have one body. So it's just like, I must take care of it. I must speak life into her, and I must treat her well and feed her well. And that, for me, as someone who's like always trying to like be more healthy and work out, that's like something that I'm conscious of.
Yeah.
Because I think it's easy, if you don't care for your body and you're not comfortable in your body, the world is easily going to be able to come for your body. Exactly. And then you're going to start trying to do all types of contortions.
All type of things.
And God is just like,
look,
this is what I gave you, so let's try and work with what we got.
Let's try to love what we have.
No, there's a lot of aspects for me, but what's one for you though?
Self-care to me is just like, at this point, I've made self-care lifestyle.
Facts.
Like,
Facts.
I've made self-care lifestyle. Everything from like the material things, like having candles, or just making sure that my room is clean for me to be able to just like, when people come to my room, like, last time you were in there, you fell asleep in like 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Literally. That's because my room is just the one place where I'm like, I have to walk in and feel peace.
Yes.
So I make sure that my surroundings are peaceful, clean, just neat and tidy and everything like that. But then also I make sure that like the company I keep is a part of that self-care.
I was literally just thinking that.
I know you were.
Just thinking that.
Yeah, so I'm literally the biggest person on, if you're not speaking life into me, if you're not bringing peace to my life, it's not difficult for me to be like, bye. It's not. I don't care how long you've been in my life. If it's really just you starting a trend of you just being crazy,
voila,
I'm like, no, I don't have to do this. Literally, I don't have to do this. So I really just am big on choosing the things that make you peaceful, make you happy, bring joy into your life, and making that a lifestyle for yourself. So it's not, you have to like, it's almost like you're choosing self-care every day, every single day, and not waiting until the weekend or once a month or twice a month to do something. But like every single day there's some aspect of self-care going into your day every day.
And I don't even think people realize, like you touched on it, like the people we spend our time with, like we don't even realize that's a part of self-care, because the people we're with, they're impacting your self-thought, they're impacting your movements, they're impacting everything around you. So if you're trying to rest in the Lord, but you have people in your life who are chaotic,
talking crazy,
you're never even you'll be laying there trying to rest. Imagine being at a massage parlor and there's rattling at your door from drama.
No,
you will never be able to enjoy that space you're in, but you brought that drama. So I always tell people, you're calling the devil, but you put the self-inflicted pain in your life.
Yeah.
So
that stuff honestly can even like affect your sleep too. Absolutely.
Sure.
Like you just having if you're just in a stressful situation in general, or you have people in your life that are just causing madness, your sleep won't even be rest. So how are you going to find rest in God if you can't even sleep peacefully, knowing that you're going to wake up and not be surrounded by chaos?
And that's, I talk about this all the time, but that's why I watch what I watch. That's why I watch I watch. That is self-care for me. I love my sleep so much. So anytime there's something that I feast my eyes on, that my body just be taking it all in, And like I've watched certain shows, I'm over here dreaming about getting kidnapped.
I'm crying
about like being taken away, and I'm like, once I wake up and I have a crazy dream, I'm like, damn, can't watch that show again. Like, starts messing with my sleep, and that's self-care is sleep
everything.
For me.
It's everything.
So what you watch, what you listen to, all affects your mental space, and the more we carry throughout our day, the harder it's going to be for us to unpack that in the evening. Right. So,
of course,
inventory. So if we're taking inventory of, I think as women, we need to be taking inventory of our whole days.
Yeah.
Like your full 24 hours can be accounted for, from when you sleep, what you do throughout, what you eat, who you talk to, everything. So as we think about what inventory looks like, I think one practice you should do is to write everything down. Think about when you go grocery shopping, you need to know what you don't have in order to pick up what you need.
Right. Exactly.
So what we're going to do is we're going to provide some self-care tips that you can easily put in your everyday life, but you'll only know where to insert them when you know what you have right now and what your capacity is, because it's unrealistic for you to be like, and I've tried it, where you'll be like, I'm going to read my Bible, do face massage, do face mask, hair mask, humidifier. Oh, God. And my body, at the end of the night, I'm like, wow, that took 2 hours. And I'm
exhausted.
I'm exhausted. So it's just like, you need to know when you need to do these things, how you can incorporate them. You don't have to do them all in one day, but what are ways you can start to build a life of care for yourself? Yeah,
because self-care, resting in the Lord, like all of these things build our spiritual health as well. So how we feed ourselves physically, mentally, emotionally, all of that affects our spiritual health. And I lost my turn.
Even our physical health. Think about stress on our bodies, what that does to us. That literally takes years off. Like when you're not eating healthy, when you're not living right, like it's literally taking from you. So it's just like, why not invest in the good things so you can, while you're alive, you're living the most optimal life. And that's what I'm trying to do, where it's like, listen, God, I'm trying to have a healthy 99 years on this earth. Even 100, Shav, that's what you call it. No biggie. But like however long I'm called for, like let me be at my most fit. We believe that humans are like multidimensional, multi-passionate. So as we have grown in our self-care, one thing we make sure we do is we take time to do something we love.
Yes.
And doing something you love is, one, it's a great time for exploration. And two, it just feels like getting back to that like childlike feeling where you get excited for things. Whether it's like, one thing I love is coloring. I do. Coloring is super relaxing for me. I don't do this often as I would like, but whenever I get like a new coloring book or crayons and I just like bust it out, I'm like, it's just like, I feel like that childlike youth, and I'm like, I'm coloring in between the lines. I'm doing new colors. But for you, that could be learning a new skill. Like that could be you doing your hair. Well, another thing is doing my makeup for some reason has become such a self-care moment where it's just like, when I do my makeup, I don't even like to be on the phone. I just like to have like a good playlist and my products. And like that time, I guess going back to the drawing is like art for me. Yeah. Where it's like my face is a canvas and I'm able to enhance my features and try new things. So
yeah, I think my go-to self-care is exercise. Like I love to run. I like running outdoors more than going to the gym, but just exercise in general. It's like just a time where you literally like don't have to talk to anybody.
Right.
You just work out, mind your business, all that. But other than that, I really love like my favorite part of the day every single day is coming home, laying in my bed with maybe some fruit, because I love fruit. Okay. And then just watching like something on Netflix or Hulu or something. Like literally I love doing that so much. Yeah. Like more than anything.
But it's important to mention, because I know that some people love this as well, Netflix. Yeah. But they'll do it for 10 hours.
Oh no.
So V mentioned a key thing. She's gone through her day.
Yeah,
she's
end
done
of
her
the day.
work.
End of the day.
Where now she's doing something that's stimulating, relaxing, and there's a cutoff time to it. So she's not binge watching 10 episodes.
No, yeah. I always the whole point of self-care is giving yourself like a reward.
Yeah, absolutely.
For working hard and being determined and doing all the things that God has you doing throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month, whatever it is. So if my reward basically to myself every night is like, I get to watch Netflix for 2 hours, or I get to, do this for whatever. Like I think of self-care obviously as a lifestyle, but I'm rewarding myself throughout my day, or rewarding myself for remaining steadfast throughout the week, whatever it is.
Absolutely. Speaking of rewards, I would say Friday nights are like
the best.
Man, from 6 p.m. or whenever the last ping comes from Slack to the next day, it's usually like 6 p.m. to like 2 p.m. the next day, or 12 in the afternoon. I'm not doing no work.
Right.
That's like me time, where it's just like food. I'm gonna go pick up food. I'm gonna call my friends. Maybe I'm taking my dog for a walk. I'm doing nothing. I'm doing nothing that requires stress. And if you have stress for me, I'm screening calls.
No.
Fridays are the days where you'll be like, let's have a meet. We'll meet Saturday.
Next week.
We'll meet on Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, maybe Sunday.
That's Darko trying to have a meeting.
Yeah, we got teammates who be trying to have a meeting Saturday mornings. And I'm like, you don't rest? So it's important to have those times for yourself where like, this is my time. Like I'm giving myself this, and I'm not going to let things get in the way for it. And it gives you something to look forward to. Because even for me, I'm like already like, Friday's coming. I'm about to rest.
Right.
So definitely giving yourself that time each week, and I know everybody has a different schedule. So some people, maybe you may be working 60 hours a week, whatever it is, but like give yourself that time. That way you can look forward and you can do whatever or nothing. Like doing nothing is self-care.
Look,